The wind is pretty strong today, so starting off in a back alley right next to the location we're going to. This is an old mall that was built in 1990 that has been pretty dead for decades. We're going to go check it out before it gets demolished. The plan is the last day it's going to be open is December 26th, so literally only a couple of weeks away. And then it's going to be demolished in February. Of course, I'm going to try to do more explores of it after it's closed, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I talked to some people involved, and it's still going to have heavy security. So with that in mind, I figured I might as well just go film it now, get it documented, because this is going to be a part of history, Hamilton's history, and it's crazy to see a mall like this just left the way it's been left and ending up the way it's going to end up. It's crazy. Let's go get at it. The city center, formerly Eaton's Mall, was built in the downtown core of Hamilton, Ontario in 1990, and it has been described as a postmodern monstrosity. The mall was designed by Baltimore firm RTKL Architects, and like most postmodern architecture, it has had people either scratching their heads or in awe. The exterior has an early 90s modern feel with industrial features, including a clock tower that stands where the clock tower on the old City Hall was before the mall was built. Outside of the clock tower, the exterior is pretty bland, but once you step inside, you quickly realize the building is anything other than bland. This right here used to be the main entrance for the Eaton store, and then back there is now the city offices. You can see most of the stores that are left here, there's not many, all have their closing signs up. The architecture in here is just unreal. I typically dislike postmodern, but the interior in here is great. Escalator that's not working. I don't think I was even supposed to go on it. We'll go over this way when we're done. That's where the gym is and the walkway to the parking. These were all call centers up here on the 3rd floor. Atrium area. You can see all the way down to the 1st floor. It's very open, very bright. It actually is quite incredible that this is being demolished. It's attached to another mall, Jackson Square Mall. Probably one of the worst malls you could go to in any city. It's like a dungeon. There's no windows, very low ceilings, not a good store selection. Yeah, it's not a good mall at all. It was designed to be amazing back in the 60s. Turned out awful. It's staying. This is going. All these neat little features. We have the glass block floor here. Such a gorgeous mall. Such a contrast from the exterior. Exterior looks like a bunker in here. Very classical style. Open, bright, and empty. We'll go down to the bottom floor. It's where the food court was. Now in the decades where it's been empty, it's probably one of the sketchiest food courts and bathrooms you could visit anywhere. The elevator is quite cool. Open with windows. Ooh, it's quite the bounce to it when it starts. And they actually still have the Christmas decorations set up for Santa. This spot right here was going to be a bowling alley. I remember when they had it kind of pre-open. I was talking to the owner And he said he leased the storefront. Everything was good. This mall closes at 6 p.m. He'd arranged a deal with them that it would stay open. He would have his own dedicated entrance. And yeah, let's just say that didn't go as planned. What ended up happening was the mall management and the city, after he went in and spent millions of dollars renovating and all of that kind of stuff, decided, no, you have to close at 6 p.m. Bar, comedy club, bowling alley. He had a whole entertainment kind of complex designed and being built. They would close at 6 p.m. Kind of killed his business idea and left him losing out on tons of money. I imagine there was lawsuits and all kinds of stuff like that. Very poor management. Look up here. Was the food court. I think there's one storefront left in it. Yeah, and as you can see, with all of these, any of the stores that are still open, they all have their closing sales. Big discounts. It's still empty in here. Nobody comes in here, and it's been that way for the last, how long have I been in Hamilton? Nearly 20 years. I've never seen this mall busy, ever. In this back corner, they did have an escape room planned out. More entertainment stuff, just didn't happen. So there was businesses actually trying to come in here and do some stuff with the space. They just never were allowed an opportunity to even open. Let's see here. Atrium, the dome, the elevator coming down. This really is a beautiful, beautiful space. It's really, really unfortunate. Gonna head back over to where the gym is and the walkway over the road going to the parking garage. It's one of the major downfalls of this mall. No parking. It's only paid parking outside of the mall. I went to this gym when they first put it in, and again, the management, they were doing a pre-sign-up event for before it opened. They said they were going to be open in 3 months. So I signed up then to get the deal. Long story short, ended up taking over a year for them to get open because of management and city permits and all of that. So here we are in the walkway to the parking garage. It's up above York Street. Pretty straightforward walkway, nothing spectacular to it. On one hand, I think it's crazy that this is being demolished. On the other, it was inevitable. The architecture on the interior is Yeah, I enjoy it. Very open, airy, bright. A lot of classical style and feature to it. But then it's dead. It's been dead for decades. Something had to be done. It's unfortunate what they decided to do was demolish it for condos and this and that. It's unfortunate. Let me know what you think about this dead mall, what you thought about the architecture, the story behind it, and I will see you on the next adventure.